deadlift 500, then braid the out of.
I'm a man.
I'm a man.
I'm a man.
I'm a man, man.
I'm man enough.
And I'm man enough.
I'm man enough.
I'm man enough to enjoy a barrel-proof bourbon.
I'm man enough to ask for directions.
Man enough to cook my steak rare.
I'm man enough to buy my wife tampons at the grocery store.
Man enough to deadlift 500, then braid the out of my daughter's hair.
I'm a man. I'm not afraid to do my wife's job. You think I'm afraid to rebuild a carburetor? I eat carburetors for breakfast.
I'm man enough to cook for my family.
I'm man enough to watch The View.
I ain't afraid of bears.
That's what bear hugs are for.
I'm man enough to put the damn seat down when I'm done.
I'm man enough that if my son identifies as a cat and wants to use a litter box, I'll tell him to go outside like a man cat.
I'll tell you another thing I sure as shit am not afraid of.
That wasn't too painful. I had to call an audible on how to play that video while we were just going live.
There's a mad echo apparently.
Which one of us? Me?
No. You get notes.
Check.
Notes
Is there an
from
echo?
producer Dylan.
Hello. No?
Dylan, have you been able to figure out?
It was on the video apparently.
Oh, it's on the video.
On the video.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was on the video. Or was it the fact that there were two songs playing simultaneously?
It's possible. No.
Well, here we are. Hey, welcome, Juan Ledesma. We welcome to your first Locker Room Live. We're happy to pop your cherry.
I feel like we should be wearing. We should be wearing all white and have tons and tons of lube behind us.
Yeah, for sure. So, you guys, I mean, that was a good promo. I think that was a fun promo. The original video that we were spoofing,
dude, I was
just right into it, huh?
I was back to back all day. I was so sad because I was trying to sneak out of my fucking. Oh, guys, do I have one for you today? I tattooed a Russian mail order bride.
No.
Yeah.
She spoke with the accent and everything.
That's amazing.
Oh.
How hot was she?
What name was it that you tattooed?
No. her name is Natasha.
Proper Russian name, Natasha.
Proper Russian name. No. Oh my god. Sorry, I didn't mean to derail. You're talking about the other shit and the promo. You're talking about the promo. Sorry. But anyways, I was back to back all fucking day, and I couldn't get on the promo. I felt so fat. I even had like one of my coworkers go get me a can of Bud Light, and I was gonna say, I'm man enough to drink Bud Light.
Damn.
Oh,
dude, I have a whole can too. I forgot. I can't even think about it.
Well,
and then the next one.
Welcome to Locker Room. I'm Tom. Let's just get started.
Yeah, I'm Matthew.
I'm Chuck.
And today I am drinking coconut water.
Oh,
because I'm South American.
So apparently, so that's a real ad, right? So let's explain for the people. Marco, you can explain for the people that don't.
No, I can't because you sent that over, and I literally had to go, "Hey Google, yes, is this fucking thing for real?"
Yeah. No, it wasn't made by the campaign. It was made for the campaign by a group of other. It was a private group that made it, but it's 100%.
So you have some information on this, do you not?
Me?
Yes,
I do. I have lots of information on it because I was like,
we played the original.
Fire. Oh God! We're gonna subject ourselves to that again.
Let's be part of it.
It's just so bad. It's just like
it's cringy.
I get like where they're trying to go, but they fucking failed miserably. All right, anyways, Matt.
So there's been several things they failed miserably about. We'll get into, but go ahead, Matt.
Okay.
What do you know?
So it was made by lost the group. It was made by a private group on behalf of, for the Harris Walz campaign to show that regular men, are going to vote for Kamala and Walz. The problem is those aren't just regular men. They're all paid actors.
Yeah. So the group, I think I have it.
Every single one of them.
Let's see. Grassroots ad published by former producer for Jimmy Kimmel.
That's right, Jimmy Kimmel. Whoa.
Yeah.
Well, now we know it's former.
He went into politics.
MJ says brown on the outside, white on the inside.
Like what?
All right. Yeah.
Well, she's getting so we're gonna have to there's a lot to cover because it's been a bad week for that campaign. That campaign has imploded,
and especially today. Today was the end of her campaign. Today was the end.
Yeah,
wow. She in my opinion, she's done. If you were on the fence about voting for her, or you were going to vote for her, there's two types of voters in this election right now. There's ones that
Harris voters.
Well, there's ones that like Trump and are voting for him because they were going to vote for Trump, and then there's others that are voting for Harris because it's not Trump, because they hate Trump.
Yeah, so anybody but Trump.
For his personal stuff. Yeah,
right.
But nobody can honestly like Harris. I don't understand how you can say like, oh, I agree with her policies, because we don't really know what her policies are.
So let's start with that video then.
I say fuck them both.
I pulled this up, and these are the men that appeared in this video. Matt, I think
what's the other one
privately?
Yeah, I sent that. So there's
so I can surprise you guys with this on the show.
there's five of them. So they're all like low rent actors. That when I say they're paid actors, they're not, like. You wouldn't have seen them in anything unless you look really close in the background or you've got a theater.
Right.
So the problem is that there's the one guy, the guy sitting on somebody else's truck.
Oh, this
guy right on a truck, dude.
This guy right here in the middle.
That is a gay man. His name is Wayland McQueen. So even his last name.
Wow.
Wow, you can't write this shit.
You can't. Wow. You cannot make this up. And I think in the ad, he's the one that said, instead of full throttled support,
full throated
support. And I'm like, it makes so much more sense now. Yeah.
And listen to it a couple times. Like, no fucking way.
This is an expression.
Support.
Yeah. So yeah, as you can see up there, he's a far left pro Antifa comedian and actor who has until now had limited success. I think this is still under the limited success.
He's part of the Upright Citizens Brigade.
Upright Citizens Brigade here in Los Angeles.
I'm sorry, Matt. What is that? Hold on a second. Did you say he was an up and coming actor?
He's an actor. Yeah.
Guys, do you remember? All right. Do you remember the first Major League?
Yes. Oh,
do you remember right? So, do you remember, within the movie, there's the Richard Dorn, the fucking, right?
Yeah.
He goes and tries to make that the ad, like the fucking, he's like,
yes,
he's all fucking stiff. You know what I'm saying? Like, this guy's a fucking he's trying to make. I'm sorry, I'm just gonna go on the record by saying no.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. Do something else, because I could tell. I'm like, I didn't even know anything about this video. I saw that motherfucker. I'm like, that's fake as fuck.
Like, so if you're a biological man and you're an actor and you can't even act like a straight every day all-American man, to be like, you need to stop acting,
right?
Because it's just you ain't got the chops.
I mean, it was pretty transparent.
Yeah.
So the Upright Citizens Brigade, Chuck, is a group of actors, like comedic actors, improv actors.
Right.
Like they're like a groundlings. This is where you go when you want to get discovered for Saturday Night Live, and they have a New York theater, I think, is where they started, and then they have a Los Angeles theater. And there's been some like Aziz Ansari, Donald Glover, Ed Helms, Ellie Kemper, Nick Kroll, Jason Mantzoukas,
They've launched several careers.
Aubrey Plaza, Amy Poehler was a founder of the Upright Citizens Brigade. Like Paul Scheer, like they have a really good pedigree of taking actors and actresses and like launching them into comedic stardom.
Right.
So this guy, he's obviously a comedic actor, but
he's that one guy in the group. There's always that one guy in the group, and this is him. He's
a comic.
he's that one guy in the group where they're just like, oh, bless his heart.
So the black dude who said he would braid the shit out of his daughter's hair.
Yeah.
He has his name is Lanray Ildiwu. I don't know. Fucking
yeah, he's Nigerian. He's an immigrant from Nigeria.
Yeah, he has.
There's nothing wrong with that.
He's got no. It's not. It's fine. He's a Obama Biden friend because I guess he's had pictures taken with them, so he's clearly in that camp. Fine. Okay,
fine.
He's bisexual and done gay for pay movies.
Not who you want to have in your campaign ad.
Well, also, he says he's especially saying he's man enough to braid his daughter's hair.
Doesn't have a daughter.
Excuse me.
Don't have no
the
daughter.
Shit out of.
Braid the shit.
Braid the shit out of.
Braid the shit out of my daughter's hair.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you.
Not have a daughter.
I have a daughter.
Right.
I have braided her hair.
Braided the shit.
I've never braided the shit out of my daughter's hair. You know what I'm saying? Like, and for all you listening, no, I didn't do a good job. Come on, man. That's mom territory. I hate to tell you this. That's mom territory. I tried.
Yeah, it happens.
Yes, I tried. That shit was crooked as fuck.
Yeah.
And now did I send her? Did I still send her off to school? Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm getting kind of good at braiding hair.
Dude. I am now. You know, after some guidance. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, no, I don't really have much experience braiding hair.
Yeah, and so a friend of mine. Let me see if I can find this. A friend of mine sent it to me, and it's well. You guys keep talking. I'll find it. Oh, here I know I found it. This is called why. This is what this reminded me of. This is why transgender men can't get women pregnant.
I'm sorry, McQueen. I'm just still stuck on the McQueen.
Right?
Yeah, I mean it is.
Woo!
Why transgender men? So according to the formula, trans disqualifies the man.
Yeah.
So why a woman who's trying to be a man can't get a man pregnant, right?
So
what?
I don't know what the hell just happened there.
I need a fucking diagram.
I know.
That makes my brain hurt.
I know. So this is the one. This is the one I was trying to play. I apologize. I'm a terrible technological asshole. But this is what it reminded me of.
Because that pipe doesn't go to the marshmallow room.
Damn it. Why isn't it play? It plays when I don't want it to. It doesn't play when I want it to. Jeez.
I sent that to you.
Yes,
planes is perfectly fine.
Are you the one that sent it to me?
Yes.
The room goes to the fudge room.
Here you go.
Because that pipe doesn't go to the marshmallow room, it goes to the fudge room.
Yes.
Because that pipe doesn't go to the marshmallow room, it goes to the fudge room.
I was blasting everybody all day with a bunch of stuff. It was a pretty slow day. I didn't hand out too much water at work today. So it was pretty slow. So I had a lot of time to be on the old interwebs.
Who was the show?
It was just a load. It was a load in for the Kygo concert tomorrow night. So I was there all fucking day, just watching. I was sitting in the room watching the security camera footage of the stage and watching all the workers, and nobody even came in and asked for a Band-Aid or a bottle of water. Like there was nothing.
Oh, that's nice. You got a bottle of water.
I got a bottle of water.
So we also have real quick. So we have Mike Leffingwell, a gay man who works at the Upright Citizens Brigade with McQueen.
Yeah.
He's an acting coach, cartoon writer for Netflix, and an actor in TV commercials. On his public Instagram page, he showcases his participation in the latest Men for Kamala ad. Winston Carter, who's the heavyset fellow who claims that he eats carburetors.
I believe it.
He ate the whole fucking carburetor. Let's be real. Let's call a spade a spade. He didn't just eat the carburetor. That was an appetizer.
He's an extra. He's been an extra in many films.
He's extra.
Was a character in a low-budget superhero film called Spaghetti Man.
Oh,
wow! And can we just break down the I eat carburetors for breakfast? Unless you have a classic car,
sure.
Like engines have not been carbureted for at least the last 25 years.
Well, so they're
they're all
taking a
feeling
page out of the Harris playbook because you guys know what she eats for breakfast, right?
She eats no
Dick.
for breakfast.
She eats no for breakfast.
She eats no for breakfast.
She eats, and believe me, we have heard that over and over and over.
Yes.
She eats Montel Dick, apparently.
Oh, she does.
Oh yeah.
Yes, she does.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a nice little
So
pearl.
it's been and then Tony Ketchum, the tough, rugged, bearded grandpa in his garage, is also an actor and does low-budget independent films like Car Bots, where he played the role of Peepaw.
Yeah.
He is unmarried in real life, and in 2001, he played an extra as the alcoholic consumer in a movie called Ghost World. So these are the men that are telling us that it's correct and right and proper to vote for
the big takeaway from this is they couldn't even find a handful of actual men that were not actors that felt this way to portray themselves. Wow. For this, they had to go get low rent actors.
You know what I got out of this?
What?
Sassy McQueen and Pizza the Hut over there don't know what the fuck anything has to do with being American.
I love that.
So we had fun parroting that ad. So there's another one. So did you guys see Tim Walz pretending to know what a shotgun is?
Oh my god!
No.
Elmer fucking Fudd. They're like, hey, he's been talking about how he's a hunter and every man's man and blah blah blah. So this photo op again. So they went to Walmart and bought him brand new hunting clothes. Those are not his clothes. He's never worn those before this photo op. I'm surprised they managed to cut the tags off before this.
I mean, they could have at least gone to Cabela's or
no, dude. They literally were like.
They could have.
They bought an Elmer Fudd cosplay outfit.
Yeah, they could have tossed that shit on the ground and dirtied it up a little bit to make it look like he's worn a time or two.
It'd be hilarious if it still had the tags on the back. He turns a little bit, the tags are still there.
I should probably look at it again. It probably does.
What's their brand? Oh, Ozark Trail. It was like fucking Ozark Trail.
Now, if he came out looking like Joe Rogan, wearing like Sitka gear, had a chest carrier, had a pack to pack out and all that stuff, I'd be like, all right, and actually knew how to load a shotgun and didn't look like he was loading the shells in backwards.
Oh my god! And didn't he he flagged a couple people while he was doing that, right? Like he flagged the shit out of people.
What was it on?
Pretty sure, yeah.
We'll just show you. We'll just show you. I mean,
okay.
this is
sorry, I should have.
That's probably the best way. I guess somebody named AJ Rice, a political commentator or whatever, said that Walz was out on the testosterone deficiency tour. And he says, dude, the shot. I'll play this as soon as it cues up. But he says this shotgun that he says he has is, if it's his, it's like $1,000 shotgun, right? Yeah, it's an expensive shotgun.
Yeah, which they kept a receipt for. I'm just saying.
So here you go.
Debate. Oddball Tim Walz is back on the trail.
Full screen that shit.
Campaign has decided that they can risk sending him out in small doses with limited exposure, or energizing the demographic Harris really struggles with: white men.
Right.
So he'll be seen on
Obama's out to shame black
TV
men.
Interviews, and he'll do
Walz is out to shame white men.
pheasant hunting experts and digital influencers.
You spent years as a high school defensive coordinator.
Yes.
What? Coach, getting the guys together. How did that make you uniquely qualified for that?
Well, I think it's about building teams, about bringing diverse folks and finding where their skills work.
It's about showering in the locker room together.
Vice President Harris.
It's about slapping asses.
Why is this dip?
Is this the shotgun one? This ain't the shotgun
one.
It
says it's the shotgun one. It's not the shotgun one. Okay, hold on. Let's try the shotgun one, because we need to see this. This is important, dude. He can't even load this fucking thing, right? Okay, here's Lion Noir.
Okay.
Oh, I love him. He's a solid
pheasant shooter. Talking about guns, I guarantee you he can't shoot pheasants like I can.
And in his goof to prove to the world that he's this great mythical pheasant shooter, all he ends up doing is proving that he's nothing more than a Fudd. He doesn't know anything about how his own shotgun works.
Well, vice presidential nominee Tim Walz doesn't exactly exude alpha male energy, and his weekend hunting trip hasn't helped.
No, Walz will
I'm sorry, pause.
than a real shooter, which, let's be honest, is probably a good.
Yeah.
The fact that these two guys with a fucking great accent.
Well, they're from the BBC.
Yeah.
You get someone from Europe shaming you about your fucking gunplay.
About your gun use, right? Nobody
fucked
from fucking Europe. Nobody from fucking Europe should talk shit.
Yeah.
About somebody in the good old U.S. of A. use of guns.
Yeah, like Piers Morgan shaming people.
Super bad.
Fuck you, Piers. But
super bad. All right.
Here you go.
I think that's Australia, though.
Being based on this vision.
My theory, and it never fits quite right. Never fits quite right.
Never fits quite right.
How do you give it back?
Governor, what kind of gun is it?
This is a Beretta A400. I bought it when I was shooting a lot of trap because it has a kind of their patented thing, a kickoff.
You see, in the gun community, Fudd is what we call someone who claims to support some aspect of the Second Amendment, but not others. Basically, those related to modern firearms or the right to own and carry handguns or semi-automatic rifles. The term comes from Elmer Fudd, the Looney Tunes character. No,
I apologize. I misheard him. He said this is a Beretta A400. The Beretta A400 starts around $2,000, $1,800.
Semi-auto, yeah.
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 So the boy clearly does not even know how to manipulate it properly, let alone load it or operate it. So now you have Harris putting out or somebody on behalf of Harris putting out an ad where men are. You see, it starts with Obama going out. You guys heard about Obama shaming black men?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I heard about it, and I heard that there's
he got excoriated on social media for. I love that word, by the way.
Wow, he just dropped excoriate. You hear that, man?
I heard that.
We're just gonna drop that bomb and just take off.
Fucking
yes,
great.
Wow.
We'll take the SATs, boys.
You fucking go A10 on that shit. Go ahead.
Yeah. So he got ripped a new one, excoriated, by people saying, wait a minute, Obama's telling black men that they have to they're afraid of women and that's why they won't vote for Harris.
Yeah. And it was black men doing the excoriating.
Disagree with Harris and say, I'm not voting for her because she's a fucking idiot. Right. So he gets ripped for that one. Then Harris goes out and doesn't do herself any favors with this men for Harris. Like, because there was that whole white guys for Harris thing where it was a bunch of actors that are like, I'm a white guy for Harris.
Yeah.
And that went nowhere. So now they do this. Somebody does this ad on behalf of them saying, this is, men for, I'm man enough to vote for Harris. And I mean, come on, it's pretty low hanging fruit when we can do a video spoof that quickly on our social media account.
Look, hey, here's a bonus one. I'm man enough to vote for a woman, just not that woman.
Tulsi Gabbard.
Yeah. Oh my
Tulsi
God.
Gabbard.
Yes.
Give me Tulsi Gabbard, I'll vote for her.
Yep.
I'm just, and I don't agree with everything she says.
No,
but I think she'd do a damn good job.
That's who Donnie Boy should have picked for his freaking VP.
God, right? I don't know.
I like his VP though.
King of the smirk, dude. I love Vance. He's the king of the smirk. Anyway, so then you have Walz going out and on his TRT tour and proving that he doesn't know how to load a shotgun.
Yeah.
Well, then
pretty bad.
The final nail in the coffin is Kamala Harris going on Fox News and being interviewed by Brett Baer.
Yeah. Oh my God.
It did not go well.
No. Did you watch more than what I just sent? Because I mean, there's so many great nuggets, but like those were two of the real punchy ones.
Yeah, and so should we just show that one?
Yeah.
Okay, let's just show that.
Share that the one that was the very first question, the opening freaking question.
Salvo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That was on Twitter, right?
Or a lot of the mainstream media showing Obama and Harris getting their asses ripped, because I watch the news every single day for freaking hours, and I haven't seen any of that stuff. There's nothing else on. I just put on for background, but I listen to see what's going on for current events. But I haven't seen any of that.
Yeah, you can't watch the MSM. They're all bought and paid for by those fucks. You know, you got to go to the freaking.
Yeah, they're not showing shit.
Okay,
Yeah.
so here's let's see. This is okay, so I've got it. This is on Twitter from Fox News. And this is Kamala Harris with Brett Baier. And Brett Baier has gone after Republican candidates too. Brett Baier is a pretty good journalist. Like the guy, say what you want.
He don't give a fuck.
Right.
He's gonna go to whoever.
Does his job. So this is what happened. Very first question right out the gate. I do not want to log in.
No, you could just hit play. Oh no, you fucked up.
Okay,
just hit play and then hit the little arrows.
With the country and here in Pennsylvania, that immigration is one of the key issues that they're looking at this election, and specifically the influx of illegal immigrants from more than 150 countries. How many illegal immigrants would you estimate your administration has released into the country over the last 3.5 years?
Well, I'm glad you raised the issue of immigration because I agree with you. It is.
Hold on. Can we just recognize the question he asked?
Sure.
Said, How many people have come into this country and been released that are illegal under your administration?
And then wait, before you hit play, see the little arrows going opposite corners on the far right? Click that.
These?
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay.
It's making my left eye
It is
twitch.
a topic of discussion that people want to rightly have. And you know what I'm going to talk about.
Yeah, but
right
do you
now,
just a
which
number?
is-
Do you
but-
think it's 1 million, 3 million?
Brett, let's just get to the point.
No.
Okay, the point is
We're trying
that
to do
we
it.
have a broken immigration system that needs to be repaired.
So your Homeland Security Secretary said that 85% of apprehensions.
I'm not finished. We have
It's a
an
rough
immigration
estimate of
system
6 million people
that
have been
needs to-
released.
By the way, is anybody everybody knows what she's trying to do, right? She's
Word
trying
salad.
to from saying the
Yeah,
number.
the classic.
Yeah. She's tossing up the word salad and she's like, I'm not finished. Like, no,
Well,
we know that. We get to the fucking point. I asked you a
Into
question.
the country. And let me just finish. I'll get you the question. I promise you.
I was beginning to answer.
And when you came into office, your administration immediately reversed a number of Trump border policies. Most significantly, the policy that required illegal immigrants to be detained through deportation, either in the U.S. or in Mexico. And you switched that policy. They were released from custody awaiting trial. So instead, included in those were a large number of single men, adult men, who went on to commit heinous crimes. So looking back, do you regret the decision to terminate Remain in Mexico at the beginning of your administration?
At the beginning of our administration, within practically hours of taking the oath, the first bill that we offered Congress, before we worked on infrastructure, before the Inflation Reduction Act, before the Chips and Science Act, before the bipartisan Safer Communities Act.
Okay, now I will say this: she's doing a really good job of trying to throw out the name of everything that they every act,
every good
she's
act.
like, oh, before I did this and before I did this. Yeah, right. She's trying really hard.
The first bill, practically within hours of taking the oath, was a bill to fix our immigration system.
Yes, ma'am. It was called
And-
the U.S. Citizenship Act of 2021. It was essentially a pathway to citizenship for the. Yes, ma'am.
May I finish responding, please?
But this
you have to let me finish.
You had the
please.
White House and the House and the Senate,
I'm
and
in
they
the
didn't
middle
bring up
of
that bill.
responding to the point you're raising,
Okay.
and I'd like to finish.
Okay, seriously though.
Yeah, we'd like you to answer the fucking question. Don't.
They are
finish your
going to
fucking word
claim
salad.
victim status.
Oh, for sure.
They're going to claim that he
For good
was
journalism?
bullying her, and that if she was a man, he wouldn't have done this to her. And I'm sorry, the bottom line is if she was a man, he would have gone after her harder.
Oh, if that was Trump sitting there.
Oh my god!
And it was CBS or ABC or NBC or any of the other
CNN.
Right.
Yeah, CNN.
So, so that campaign kind of, I think, imploded a little bit.
Yeah, it was so bad. And on her on her own Twitter account, she was posting like clips from that whole sit down, and people were like, "I know you're not out here posting your L's all day today."
Oh my god!
Damn!
Yeah.
Yeah, imagine getting into an argument with her as like that's your wife. How hard would that be?
Oh my
Like,
god!
oh my
I
god!
know.
I fucking
Can you
run my
imagine
fist
now-
to the wall.
She married.
It makes,
Yes.
it makes sense
To a
why-
white man.
Yeah,
Simp.
It makes sense why a lot of her staffers were quitting years ago. Remember, there was that whole run where people were just like fucking just quitting, like I can't work for this person.
Oh yeah,
and
Guys,
she was like, "I can't handle the stress of DC." It's like, no, you're a fucking raging cunt. You're a huge twat waffle.
Did you guys ever see the snippet of the interview with Judge Joe, the TV judge?
No.
Oh, Thomas, please,
Dylan, producer Dylan,
please
you gotta
Dylan,
look this
please
up.
look it up.
Who is it?
Judge,
like
Judge
with Kamala
Joe,
Harris?
Yeah, about
Joe
her.
Brown?
Judge Joe Brown. Yeah, Judge Joe Brown.
With Harris?
Because yes, I guess when because before being a TV personality, he was actually judge and worked at the DA's office, and so he worked with her, bro. It is, as they say, fuego.
Well, so while Dylan looks that up, I want
What
to
the fuck just
You okay? Oh my god.
Was it, ladies and gentlemen? Matt is back to being drunk on the podcast. We are drunk Star Wars again.
Did a spider fall on your face?
I don't know what the fuck that was, but it wasn't like a little bug, and it whispered.
Oh, it's right back.
All right. Matt's under attack. It's the nanobot. That nanobots are out to get Matt in his studio.
So I run my ass.
I wanted Marco, you asked if she was married.
Yeah.
And so I want to play
I remember,
a video that I loved.
Sure.
Because there are certain people in life that are allowed to say the quiet part out loud. And this beautiful woman is one of them.
The reason they want to vote for her.
Stop the video. Stop the video.
Gets me is.
Yeah, I'll go.
I don't know if I want to smile at her or kick a field goal through those motherfuckers.
Thinking the same thing. Holy shit, that's a big ass fucking gap.
She's the David Letterman of
yeah.
Okay.
All right.
I guess I'm sorry. I guess I'm a shit talking fucking I called the other motherfucker pizza
Marco's on fire
earlier.
tonight.
Damn.
All right. You ready? Here we go.
The reason they want to vote for her is because she's black. And then what gets me is you're telling me that I'm supposed to choose this woman just because she's black. Well, everybody's pro-black until it's time to marry and procreate, right? She didn't choose black when it was time for her to preserve the black family, but I'm supposed to believe that I'm supposed to choose black for her to preserve the black family in the White House. We're not doing that. If she didn't have to choose black, then we don't have to choose black either.
You know the problem. Right, the problem with this whole thing. There's a if I had a yellow flag, there's a flag on the play.
Your flag on the play. Right.
She's not fucking black. She's fucking Indian.
Well,
bullshit. Look at both of her fucking parents. They're fucking not casino. They're 7-Eleven. They're fucking Indian.
Come again.
Not casino, but they're 7-Eleven.
Yes. Dots, not feathers.
Right. And then this motherfucker said, "Thank you. Come again." In the background, dude.
Okay, so here is where you can
We're
do.
Getting canceled for sure. Go ahead.
Oh fuck, she's not black.
No, I agree.
She's not, dude.
Hey, Dylan, did we find that fucking video?
I don't know.
Look in the private chat. There's 2 messages in there.
They're
right there.
Boom.
That's
Bada bing. He's on it.
Ay, no me peguen. Okay, calmados, güey.
Dylan on the spot.
Dylan is on the spot. Okay, we have to wait. Yeah, this. So I looked up, just so you know, while we're waiting for this video to queue up. Here, this is useful charts, and this is
useful charts.
Yes. So this is Kamala Harris's
chart. I think it's a useful
genealogy.
By the way, Youthful Sharks sounds like a fucking a very unknown 80s new wave band.
Yes.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Useful Sharts.
They're playing at the side.
Right. There's the second stage at the Weenie Roast.
They had a real run on the Billboard charts.
Yes. So it turns out somebody did, and I can't. I wish I could find it. They did the percentage wise. She's about total 7% African American black.
Yeah, that don't count. I'm sorry, sweetheart. You don't get to claim that.
Right.
No.
How much? How much?
7%. That only counts for like Feather Indian to get like a government subsidized check.
Less
if you're over
black than Tiger Woods
percentage. Okay.
For shizzle. Hey, Thomas.
What?
Do you know that? Well, you knew this. Like my one of my great grandfathers was it was a black slave taken to Venezuela. True story. I'm not setting up a joke or anything. But the joke is that Jules had me do my ancestry.
Uh-huh.
I'm a higher percentage than she is, if you can believe that.
Hell yeah, dude.
I was like 8 point something.
Shit, you're 8.7, like 8 point some Afro-American?
Mm-hmm. No,
Afro-American?
No, not African
That's
Americans.
the new age slang.
No, it's not African Americans. It's African from certain part.
I cannot find. Dylan has sent us
because it was like Africa.
None of them have the original interview with Judge Joe Brown, by the way. So,
Yeah.
all right. So
I don't
we're
like
moving
that
on.
term
We're halfway through the
African-American, 'cause
show.
Libya is in Africa, and they're not fucking black. So figure that one out.
Well, so's Egypt.
Yeah,
Egypt's in
they're right
Africa.
next to it. They're borders.
Right?
Like, so
Africa's a
South
continent.
Africa.
Like it's a big like North America encompasses Mexico, right? And so it's a big place, right? Like
I
Africa's a
called my
continent.
buddy's. I called my buddy's mom black once because she's from Egypt and she looked black, and I was like, "Oh, your mom's black," and she's like,
that did not go well.
Oh, no, don't say that. Don't say that. I'm like, oh,
that did not go
she's
well.
Egyptian.
Yeah,
No, she's like, shut the fuck up. No, she is.
Yeah. That is not the business.
Austin wants to know, Marco, do you get an N-word pass?
8.7. I don't know. You got to be at least high double digits for that, right?
Like,
you got to be close to a quarter.
Kamala,
darker,
she gets to talk that way.
Again,
well, yeah, but she also talks like she's fucking every. Did you hear her Jamaican accent? Like what the fuck?
Did you hear her Hispanic accent?
Yeah.
Somebody
needs to. Somebody out there on the interwebs, and I please somebody do this because I've been searching. I want a compilation of a best of like all of her accents, like just back
she's
to
got
back.
more
like,
accents than freaking what's the guy from Barry that does all the impressions? Bill Hader. She's got more accents.
Yeah.
More accents than I do. Well, maybe.
Yeah.
Not.
I mean, she's fucking
okay,
man.
So next thing we're gonna do a little. We're gonna have some fun because we have a video that we were discussing on whether it's a locker room or a war stories video, and it's so short.
Oh, okay.
I think it's a locker room video.
Fuck it, toss it up there.
And so maybe we should we give the full fucking disclaimer about this is real
I feel
shit.
like, by the way, I don't know if you guys just saw Matt, but I think we should be playing like the fucking Ghostbusters music.
Dude, fucking like there's shit going on in my garage right now. Yeah.
Dylan found it.
Found what?
I don't know. It's in the chat.
The joke, the video that I requested.
We have to move on now. We have to move on to our next subject.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
You want to go to it?
No. Apparently, you took my 8% and you said back to the fucking podcast. You just back of the podcast me. That's fine. The segment's over. We're moving the fuck on.
Damn.
We're halfway through. We haven't even touched our second segment.
I'm sorry, Massa. We're gonna move on.
I'm trying.
He's throwing that
Judge Joe Brown
out there. That was that 8.7% coming out.
This is the same video. It's just Joe Brown talking about Kamala Harris. It has nothing. It's not the interview.
He said just play the
first minute. Dylan said.
Play the first minute.
All right.
No, we're moving on.
I thought I thought it was an interview with Kamala Harris. This is just
no. It's just Joe, just ripping on her.
Joe. Okay.
Just ripping on her.
Here we go. So this is Judge Joe Brown, retired Judge Joe Brown. Marco says ripping on Kamala Harris.
Wait, he fucked her too?
Wait, yes. Montel Williams, like all that.
How you feel about her?
He's a piece of shit. California, she lacked professional competence, and she worked on it by hiking up her hemline when she needed influence rather than research.
Oh,
I was out in California for 15 years doing
I fucking told you
at peak, and she had a reputation amongst the trial lawyers of being lazy. She just hike her skirt up and try to flirt, and she wasn't that good in the courtroom. If
she was better in the bedroom,
not pretty bad in the courtroom. So I'm not surprised at what she does. She's 60 years old, and I think listening to her word salad and the way she talks, I think she's got early onset dementia and also some problems with menopausal complications. That's that. You see, today is going to be tomorrow. So since it's going to be tomorrow, today we have tomorrow, which is why we are now. Like, what did you say? They have something in mind, but they cannot cognate getting all the way through it, which is why she's famous for this word salad garbage. And she doesn't make a bit of sense. I think since she's only 60, she's actually on a worse track than Biden was. Biden is 20 some years older than her, and he has been senile for a long time.
I told you.
Wait, time out.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, that same interview that Kamala just subjected herself
Good job,
to.
Dylan.
Did you see the clip where he fucking baited her? It was so fucking beautiful. I'll give you a little synopsis. He says, you've said that Trump is unfit. He's, she's like, yeah, he's unfit for office, and is cognitively declining. Yeah, cognitively declining. And he goes, okay, when did you first notice that Joe Biden's, cognitive decline was starting? And she's like, the blinking, like the fucking hard reset was going on.
Processing.
Oh, it was so fucking great. It was so great. But yeah.
So I'm trying to find Dylan, if you can bring up the video, because I have to. This is why the chat's supposed to be kept clean in meter, so that I can find them easily.
We never follow our own rules.
Never follow our own rules. We want to talk about Sydney Wilson.
Yes.
Yes, we do. Women's basketball.
Yes, we fucking do.
Oh, she was.
Yes.
Oh, I thought she was just a random crazy.
No, that's a spoof off of Georgetown. Georgetown threw this happened last month. This happened on the 16th of September, I believe, something like that.
And Georgetown is taking a bath online, but also
because on the it happened on the 16th. Yeah, it happened on the 16th. They didn't release the body cam footage till like yesterday, or it was today or yesterday, right? So it happened on the 16th last month. On the 20th of last month is when Georgetown took to their social media and said, we're mourning the tragic loss of this alumni who was on our basketball team. And that's what you're seeing now is a spoof off of it. Was like it was her college basketball.
It says Georgetown WBB at Georgetown WBB.
Yeah.
And there was, it says, so I think I can share the image right now. So this was what Georgetown actually sent out
on September 20th. They posted this on their X, all their social medias. They were like, "Oh,
yes,
our poor alumni."
Yes.
There's this whole story is like a fucking onion. There's so many cool little layers when you peel into it.
Georgetown women's basketball. Georgetown women's basketball mourns the tragic loss of Sydney Wilson, C13. Forever a Hoya. Hoya Saxa. I don't know what Hoya Saxa means.
That's their little fucking, they got their little fucking fight song. What? I don't know. It's all
so
stupid college
this
shit.
was what? Yeah, I know.
I went to college parties. I didn't go to college. You know what I mean?
Yeah, baby.
Yeah. UCLA. Am I right, Marco? Huh?
Good times.
Let's talk about. Okay.
Good times.
So this is yes, YouTube. I wish you could see. YouTube's like, are you sure you want to watch this?
Yeah, motherfucker. Yeah. And then Matthew's like, Thomas, are you sure you're gonna full screen it?
Can I get the shit? Yeah, hell yeah, motherfucker account on YouTube? Can I get that account? I just want that account. All right, here it is.
Okay, far right corner, bottom right corner, bottom right corner.
That's all you get on YouTube.
Nope, bottom right corner. Fucking do it.
No, it'll remove my entire screen. I can't do it.
It's big enough. It's across the whole thing.
Okay. Fine. Surprise, motherfucker!
I don't know why they went there.
Hi, man. I'm off Sulu.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh.
Okay.
I hadn't seen that.
Wait. Pause. For real. Pause.
Okay.
She's arming herself.
He was going to do a wellness check, check, right?
On her.
Yes.
Okay.
That's
I didn't know if somebody else is in there. Yeah.
No, so there was a psych person, a mental health professional that called the police department and said, "Hey, can you please do a wellness check on this person?" So he goes to her residence, and I'm legit asking this as a
you good.
So he goes to her residence, knocks on the door, She opens the door. She's in seemingly no mental or physical or medical duress, right? Opens the door, pleasant demeanor. Hey, how's it going? Hey, I'm Officer so-and-so. Okay, go fuck yourself. Close the door. Now, isn't that done? Can't he just walk away and go, yeah, she's fucking up. She's walking, talking, breathing, and she's well, right?
Let's watch the video and we'll have that discussion.
I'm just saying, at this point, as an officer, can you just go, cool, my fucking...
Depends.
I came here, did what I did.
It depends.
Okay, fair enough.
And that's why we'll have that discussion. Because Chuck and I would have had a different discussion and different answers until recently. Okay. Because I've learned some other things that, so here we go. So it's an interesting question what you posed, Matt, is at what point, where does his duty end?
Yeah. So like, so now he's going back.
And by the way,
this is the video. This is the time speeding up.
How are you?
Killed her right there.
Oh yeah! Back up! Oh yeah!
Oh yeah!
Oh yeah! Hey man,
did you say oh yeah?
Yeah, the Georgetown cry.
Is she the? Oh, I thought it was the Kool-Aid man. That's just right close to the chest, right there. I want to say he hit her like all 6 times.
Wait, shh.
Oh, yeah, this is my favorite part.
5 to the 1 bubble. Single one. Shots fire.
What is your location?
322.
What was that?
That's her.
Apartment 322.
Death rattle.
11830.
Death rattle.
Sunrise Valley.
You see the blood dripping from him?
Yeah, that's from his face.
Start medic, please.
Yeah.
The suspect's down.
Hey, can you hear that? Can you hear that Jersey Devil groan again?
You can hear the blood dripping on the floor. That's how
bro. He got her good.
Oh, he got all right.
Yeah, she got him.
Did good.
Really good.
But did he fuck up? Because I read that he was one of the trained like mental health crisis officers.
Yeah, no, he fucked up.
5 to the 1 bubble.
I'm glad he's alive, but
yeah.
Single one.
See that drip from the
shots
right
fire.
side?
Yeah.
What is your location?
That's. I'm sorry. That's some Scooby Doo shit. That happened. That's
yeah.
Can we isolate that audio and use it for
right? That's the medical term for that. Marco, the medical term for that is agonal breathing.
Yes. Yes.
It's called run for your life.
That means you're circling the toilet bowl.
Listen, when I was
that's your soul going. That's your soul losing its grip on the body.
Your soul leaving your body.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine if you fucking get with a hot ass girl? You know what I'm saying? And like you both crash out and you wake up in the middle of the night to go fucking piss. You come back to the bed and she's snoring, and that's the sound that she's making.
Yeah. So here's the thing. Yeah. She dies because
she does.
5 or 6 rounds to the chest at close range will do that to you.
Yeah, he put immediately.
Now, Chuck, go ahead and answer Matt's question as far as what we as trained police officers from our departments in our state would have done and had to do in that situation, and then I will add a wrinkle.
By the way, I thought she was saying, "Oh yeah." I thought she was like the Kool-Aid man. Anyways, go ahead.
Oh yeah.
I couldn't make out what she was saying. I mean, tragic. You know, I'm sorry that she had a mental state. It sucks that she died.
I mean,
does it though?
Man.
I'm
not sorry about it. I'm sorry that
I'm sorry that
that cop's gonna have some scars on his face, man.
I'm sorry that happens to any human being.
I'm sorry that happened to him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sorry.
It's a shitty
I'm sorry
situation.
All this happened. It's a horrible shit storm that unfortunately he had to take a shit sandwich that he had to take a bite out of. I hope he's okay. I hope he makes a full recovery. I hope they get him like the best dermatologist, the best cosmetic surgeon, and he has no scars or anything like that. And he's able to walk away from this. But you know what I'm saying? Like he may look like Seal. He may be kissed by a rose.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically,
Damn, I'm an
if
asshole
you're getting a
tonight.
call for like a welfare check and it depends. So if you just get a straight call for a welfare check and the person's alive and whatever, you're like, okay, cool. But depending on the call that came in, if it's a welfare check based on mental health, you don't have enough time to clear that. You can't be like,
That's
okay,
fair.
she's not a danger
Yeah.
to herself or others. So there's that whole deal. But it depends on the call. I can't say yes and I can't say no because I don't know what the exact call was.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I'm sure it's
checks and balances you have to
departmental.
do.
Like there's departmental differences.
Depending on how much
here's
mental
the wrinkle.
evaluation you have.
My local police department has a very different policy than my police department did in California.
Okay.
My local police department's stance is if someone calls the police and says that you are suicidal, they go, so?
Oh, fuck.
And they say, well, no, they're a danger to themselves. And the police department says, are they a danger to someone else? Well, no. Okay.
Go ahead and do it.
And we're not going.
Wow.
Whoa.
And the reason is because more often than not, when police officers go to suicidal subjects,
The suicide by cop thing, right?
it's suicide by cop.
Yeah.
So so there's a greater chance that they'll actually have to kill somebody going to a suicidal subject than there is if they just stay home.
Yeah,
Right.
and
Now,
you're pushing that mental trauma on somebody
Correct.
else for the sake of somebody else's mental breakdown. I get it. That makes sense.
That makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense.
If you are suicidal and you are threatening someone else with your suicidality, they will show up to protect the other person.
Right.
If you are just suicidal, they will not show up.
So
they'll show up and make sure the knot is tight, right? Basically.
No.
They will show up right. They will show up at the end to clean up.
Yeah. Okay. So they're looking at it in the lens of this is going to put us in an adverse tactical situation,
and
put our officers' lives at risk.
They look
There's
at
no
it
one
from
else
the lens of,
there.
it's not our job to talk you off the ledge.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, because it kind of does put you in a bad tactical spot. If you know
Well,
you're
of
going there,
course.
this person's suicidal. They're by themselves. They have a gun. You're probably 9 times out of 10 going to get into a shooting.
Hey, George, thanks for stopping by.
Yeah,
And he
thanks,
was
George.
right,
I just saw that.
And he was right. I mean, he was right there. I mean, he knocked the second time, and she opened the door, and she was within striking distance of her blade.
Right.
Now, if they're suicidal, Thomas, will you bring him a Pepsi?
That's all they want.
If that's all they wanted, right?
Just
Bring him a
just
Snickers.
one-
Maybe they're hangry.
Just one Pepsi. You know what I'm saying?
Oh. Okay.
Oh,
So
Chuck,
we're
Chuck,
literally.
did you miss the Pepsi reference?
Ooh, Chuck missed it.
Yeah, I did.
He did.
Snickers is
He didn't
hangry.
listen. Yeah, well, there's a
Okay.
we'll side talk afterwards.
Oh, okay.
There's a band
Hey,
called
do you guys
Suicidal
want
Tendencies.
Oh.
Okay,
Okay, I know that band, but I don't know this.
She would have fucking give me one.
Oh, fuck, I've heard that song too. Yeah, I know.
Okay,
Yeah,
there you
flew
go.
over my head. Do you want to know why that I said that cop fucked up? Real quick.
Yeah.
So I look at it a different lens because as a law enforcement lens, if that was one of my trainees, I would have ripped his fucking ass because that puts your life in jeopardy and your partner's life in jeopardy. He acted a little too late, in my opinion, and I'm going to Monday morning quarterback it. It happens.
right.
But this is what a good debrief
Mhm.
really fucking needs.
Sure.
Is so you can look at it from a different point of view as
Sure.
the officer who is involved. So he goes to the door. She slams the door. He's like, fucking. He waits a good while, knocks again, waits a good while. She opens the door and charges him. At that point, you clearly see the blade and she fucking slashes him in the face. Then he pulls the gun out. She
He
gets
slashes him in the face right when she opens the door the second
Yeah,
time.
it was-
Yeah,
But
she
he
says
was
it
not
starts
gonna
back
avoid
up. He was
that
not
slash
expecting
in the
it. Yeah.
face.
No. I'm
What
not
should
talking
have
about
happened
that.
is he should have dumped her ass right after she cut him.
Right. Because she presented his firearm and now she can grab that firearm. He's so fucking close as he's backing up. He allows her to close the distance multiple times before he shoots, at least 2 times before he shoots, not multiple, a couple times. And that is far too many for me. After getting slashed, backing up, he should have drawn his firearm and just fucking dumped her.
Dumped her.
Then and there.
I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say. At that close, I may have failure drilled her.
I mean,
I'm fucking
I
close
would've.
contact zipper that
Can I-
chick.
Can I throw some
Chair recognizes Matthew.
Can I throw a monkey wrench in this whole situation?
Please.
Now, what if
Foo Fighters monkey wrench?
Yeah. Um, He's in the hot seat too. He's got that illegitimate
Oh,
kid.
he
Anyway,
in trouble.
Oh yeah. So
Um,
so as that officer was called to respond to that call for the mental health crisis, because he is one of the officers that's additionally trained to be a mental crisis, whatever their thing.
Sure.
So is there a world in which maybe he was thinking, okay, I'm going to try to create some space and de-escalate and talk this down, and maybe is that why he was pausing on the justifiable lethal force that he was already cleared to use from the slashing? Do you think there's maybe like a thing where he was like, fuck, I'm going to be a hero, I'm gonna talk this person off the ledge, but then you have a manic fucking fucked up person who just sees a guy with a gun,
Yeah. Well, you have the whole culture against cops right now. You're going to dump and shoot a female black or a male black, you're probably going to get fucking castrated by your department and hung out to dry by the media and judged by the media instead of a jury of your peers or whatever. But so he definitely, that's running through their mind for sure, because I've seen that and I know that mindset because I've talked to officers who have been in shootings. They're like, I waited too fucking long. I'm like, why? They're like, I'm afraid. I don't want to get fired. And so there's that whole
and then he has the extra layer of being trained as a they sent him specifically because he has these extra tools to do a little verbal freaking
but
judo.
I will argue that if your policy is not to respond to these calls, you don't have to train your officers to do that.
Correct.
Anymore.
Yeah. Right. And I mean, I was just like, I was looking on the interwebs, and there's especially on Twitter or X, whatever, it's gonna be Twitter. It's always Twitter. People were like, this is why mental health professionals need to respond to this, not armed cops. And I'm like, cool, that person would have been fucking gutted. Like,
okay, hold on. She answered the door without a knife.
Yeah.
She did not arm herself until she saw a cop. So I can't, I honestly, I'm playing devil's advocate.
It's 50-50.
Oh yeah, that's a good argument.
It's an unknowable question, right?
Yeah, I work.
Chuck, I wanted to share this with you.
Okay.
This is Mike. Sadly, most people will not share this post, but Mike was falsely institutionalized in 1983. All he wanted was a Pepsi. His parents wouldn't give it to him.
Yep.
And they sent him to a mental facility. Please be one of the few that shares this post in the hopes that Mike can be free one day.
That's where the office got prison, Mike. Holy shit. That's crazy. But no, that's funny.
Suicidal shows back in the day with the Southside Suey showing up. Those pits were nothing to fuck with.
No, I won't.
People had knives in their fucking hands moshing.
No.
I'm not exaggerating. There were always stabbings in
so next week, boys. Yeah. Next week. We were going to try and talk about it this week, and we didn't. Matt sent me, we've been talking about single moms and all this stuff. And in the vein of Matt sending me all this, or me talking about the single mom stuff we found, Matt sent me, someone has defined toxic femininity.
Yes. And
it turns out that toxic femininity has nothing to do with victimizing men. According to this definition, toxic femininity is about women being so toxic that they allow men to victimize them even harder.
Yeah, they're being so
feminine,
toxically feminine.
Yes,
to their own downfall.
Interesting.
Yeah. So it's still the guy's
interesting. But still the guy's fault. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, we're gonna dissect.
So we're gonna unpack that because we've got some stuff to do. But for tonight, I told producer Dylan that we would end with big joke energy. Now,
yes,
I've presented you all a challenge. You all have your drink.
The caveat:
you all have your drink, right?
I'm not wasting bourbon, so I have some water.
Okay. So as we tell these jokes,
is that my fucking car alarm going off? Please tell me it's not my car alarm going off.
He's trying to fucking cut your catalytic converter off.
That sucks.
Hold on, there's an app for that.
Yeah.
No, it's not mine.
Okay. So we are going to tell each other jokes, and as a new twist on Big Joke Energy, the people listening to the joke have to have their drink in their mouth and try to swallow it, not to spit it out. Okay. So here we go. Anybody have an opener? Because if not, I do.
Well, let me
Sure, I
pull up
could do
the.
one.
We got some on the webs in the little emails here.
Okay. Oh yeah, we do have some in the. We have also got some in the chat. You have those?
Where's my wife? My fucking glass. There.
We have a listener joke.
I'm gonna get my spectacles.
My God, Nathan, jeez.
Fuck me.
Marco, you have to read the list. You have to read the.
Oh my. Okay, that's fine. How do you get a nun pregnant?
Wow.
Oh
I know
my
the answer
God.
to this one.
Have the altar boy fart in her pussy.
Holy shit!
Wow.
I thought the joke was, how do you get a nun pregnant? You dress her up like an altar boy.
Like an altar boy.
Yes, no, but have the
yeah.
altar boy fart in her pussy is much
Fuck,
funnier.
that's good.
It's an update on the joke. All right, you ready? You guys got your drinks?
I got my water. I'm not gonna be spitting out no goddamn.
Okay, here you go.
bourbon.
As soon as you guys all start drinking, I'll start reading.
I'm trying to line up another joke here for.
Oh, Chuck's got nothing left in his glass. He's gonna run out.
All right, I'm getting a swig of water. Here we go.
I told my wife she was drawing her eyebrows too high. She looked surprised.
That's good.
All right, you survived. You survived.
She got them around at McDonald's.
Okay, whose turn is it?
You gonna do another one?
I can do another one.
Yeah, do another one because I gotta still.
Okay. I've dedicated my life to find my wife's murderer. And if you can recommend somebody, let me know.
That's good. That's
You know
a
what?
bad joke.
While we're on this, I want to add another twist to the next episode.
Okay.
I think we go the SNL route and we all find or write the most ridiculous joke that we send on the spot to somebody. Like we'll do like private DM.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And
then
somebody else has to read our
You
joke.
have to read it raw dog right there. You don't know what you're reading.
Okay.
And then
I like this.
Yeah,
so
right.
Let's add, that'll be a spin. That won't be bigger joke energy. That'll be blind joke energy.
blind joke, spit or swallow.
Yes. Okay.
Because we'll have water in our mouths.
Did I tell you guys my wife asked me to quit singing Wonderwall in the shower? I said maybe. Matt's the only one drinking. Y'all cheating.
That's good. Well, I finished my delicious coconut water earlier.
Go get it.
Much left.
You have to get some.
I knew.
Matt understood the assignment.
I understood the assignment. Yes, sir.
Yes.
I didn't see the assignment. Ill prepared.
Well, we know how you are with technology. It's okay.
I'm pretty fucking good with technology.
Yeah, right. Actually, you can't even work a Google Calendar.
First of all, that Google Calendar was fucked up for everybody.
You're gonna lose this one, dude.
Yeah.
No, I'm not. It was fucked up for everyone.
No, it worked for me.
Dylan couldn't do it. Dylan, did you do it?
Yeah,
Dylan has it. Yeah, he sees all my shit.
He has it. So do I. I have it now.
I have it now.
We have a joke for Marco to read.
Okay, I got a big joke energy one. All right, go ahead, Marco.
Go ahead.
Marco reading.
All right. What's the difference between sand and menstrual blood? Oh shit! You can't gargle sand.
I'm surprised
that was good. You almost
that
got
reminds
me.
That reminds me of some of like the old school dead baby jokes.
Chat. Okay, we have some. Marco, can you access the private chat or no?
The private one. Hold on.
Because Dylan's okay. So you get to read the Dylan jokes.
God damn it!
I got a listener one.
Go ahead.
Okay,
listener joke.
How do you know orphan guys aren't gay?
How?
They have no one to call daddy.
Oh God! Oh, I feel dirty.
I got one.
Go ahead.
Wait.
Okay. Go ahead. Oh wait, I'm sorry. Yes.
A supernova is a lot like Hollywood. Both are where stars die.
Okay, that's a good joke. That's a good joke. Hey, you guys know what? You guys know what's stronger than family?
What?
The tree that Paul Walker hit.
That saved it. It hurt, but he saved it.
Woo! Wow, that almost. I just remember to like look right or left because I don't want to like blast my fucking laptop.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm gonna need a splash guard. Heyo.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's
okay.
a good one.
Ready?
That was
I got one.
fucking good.
All right, I got one.
Okay, here we go.
Boy walks in on his father masturbating, and the boy says, "Dad, what are you doing?" The dad says, "This is called masturbating, and pretty soon you will be doing it too." And the boy says, "How do you know?" And the dad says, "Because my arm is getting tired."
Oh my god!
Okay, first of all, Thomas, you can feel my pain because you and I don't have a uvula.
No,
I was already a little bit snuck back there. I was like, that caused the coughing. Oh my god!
I think I have a closer too. By the way,
I have one more.
Okay,
all right, go for it.
Wait. Oh fuck! Sorry, guys. Okay, here we go.
Okay, wait, hold on. Oh, sorry, hold on.
So my wife treats me like God. She generally ignores me until she really wants something.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
That was funny, but it wasn't spit out across the room.
Yeah,
I made a mess. Good thing it's a garage.
All right, how many do we have left? Do you have a couple? Oh, what do you?
There's
go ahead, Marco.
What do you get when you mix goat DNA and human DNA? You get kicked out of the zoo.
Oh. What's the difference between a bad... Oh, ready?
Yeah.
All right. What's the difference between a bad golfer and a bad skydiver?
What?
One says, whack, fuck. And the other one says, fuck, whack.
That's good. Yeah. That's good.
I have a good closer whenever you're ready. So
here it is. This ship is coming in for landing.
Are we landing it, Matt? Do you have any?
Yeah, joke? I got a bunch of different listener ones.
Go for it.
Hit it hard.
Okay, here we go. He said, and I haven't read these yet. What's the difference between a black and a Mexican?
Just right to it. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
All right.
Go for it.
One's a wetback and the other is a whipped back.
Oh, fuck. Wow. That is a
joke. That was not locker room or war stories. That was a listener.
Oh my god.
That came in a while ago. And
hey, if a lesbian has huge hands, is she considered hung? Thanks, MJ. MJ, that was a good one. That was a good one.
MJ. I have tattoos, by the way, that people are sending in for.
Okay, I have another one from the same person. It's probably right along the same, like he rapid fired a few in this one email. That was just one of them that I read. Why is a pregnant woman's pussy super wet?
Oh, why?
It's from the baby's tears, knowing the dad won't be around. I think you forgot to put why is a black pregnant woman's pussy wet?
Yeah,
super wet.
Where Marco was like, I can't handle this. I need to go. I'm gonna get fired.
No, at the very bottom, he signed off and said, "Don't be a racist. Racism is a crime, and that's for the black people."
All right, here's our close. You ready? Chuck, find something to drink. Take the last drink of your whiskey. Put it in your mouth.
There we go.
I'm gonna see if you can do this. All right. A young cowboy walked into a seedy cafe in a small town in West Texas. He sat down at the counter and noticed an older cowboy with his arms folded, staring blankly at a bowl of chili. After about 15 minutes of just sitting there staring at it, the young cowboy bravely asked, "If you ain't gonna eat that, do you mind if I do?" The older cowboy slowly turned his head towards the young wrangler, and in his best cowboy manner said, "Nah, go ahead." The young cowboy reached over and slid the bowl over to his place and started spooning it in with delight. He got nearly down to the bottom before he noticed a rotten dead rat in the chili. The sight was shocking, and he immediately threw up the chili into the bowl. And the old cowboy says, "Yep, that's as far as I got too."
That was like a joke / what's up, Chuck, all rolled into one.
All rolled into one. Oh, all right. Well, good night, MJV, and good night all to you fuckers, because Marco's already gone. Apparently, his internet just went to bed before he did.
Oh, okay.
So
that's a Texas thing.
Yeah, right. Oh, wait.
Oh,
Cheese Moso himself is back.
Yeah, we had a windstorm come up. I think it dropped the internet. Anyways, that's going to be
have.
lockerroommailbag@gmail.com. Once again, it's lockerroommailbag@gmail.com. You can also call us or leave us a voice message on our phone number, that's 818-280-9822. Once again, that's 818-280-9822. Once again, we thank everybody for tuning in to us. We appreciate you guys spending your valuable time with us and paying attention to our fuckery. You can always join the fuckery.
And you guys... sorry. Go ahead. Keep going.
By following us on the TikTok.com at War Stories Locker Room. That's a War Stories Locker Room, all one word, all together. You can also find us on all the socials, Facebook and Instagram. Please look out for all our drops and all our videos. We grow the podcast with your help, so please like, subscribe, and share. Hit the notification button. That helps us to do what we do, which is fuck around. We like fucking around.
Yeah.
And you guys find out.
Yeah.
That's right.
I had two comedian jokes that I didn't think they were right for Big Joke Energy, but I thought I'd tell them as we close. The first is from Anthony Jeselnik, who says, I dated a girl. I didn't know she was previously in an abusive relationship. I just thought she really hated high fives.
Oh. Oh, shit, that's awesome.
So the other one was,
my
I can't really get his name. He says, I met my grandfather's getting old, and I wanted to get to know him as a World War II veteran. So I said, Grandpa, tell me what that was like. He says, well, I was there at D-Day. And he says, wow, how did that feel? And he says, well, we were all really excited. We thought this was going to win the war for us. And I said, well, weren't you scared? And he goes, yeah, I was. And I said, what was the scariest part? And he says, when the Americans hit the beach and started running towards us.
Plot twist.
Ooh, that's
all right. Hey guys, keep the voicemails coming in. I see your voicemails. We'll get to them next week. Somebody promises.
Yes, we do. We're going to do toxic femininity and voicemails.
Yes.
I promise.
All right.
Dylan, write that down. We promise.
We promise.
Producer Dylan, we promise. We have to make good on the promise.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Who's hitting